We are rolling.
Good morning. Welcome back to the conversation. This is Midlife Crisis Activities. This is our lifestyles and pop culture webcast. Our daily shout out to the world. I'm your host, Patrick Russell. Over there's my very vivacious producer, Veronica. Together we're here to lend our voices to the noise from a multi-generational perspective to help explain everything that's right and wrong in this world. Happy Hump Wednesday to you, Veronica.
Happy Wednesday.
My turn to choose a topic, and I came across a couple of stories that were that just made me giggle.
Yeah.
4 questions that you're supposed to ask family members as they show up at the door for the family Thanksgiving dinner to make sure you lower the chances of COVID-19 infection. All right, and so CNN.com specifically came out with 4 questions that I'm going to read out to you. Mm-hmm. And from a younger generation's perspective, off the top of your head, how would you feel about each? First question. Have you been vaccinated? Okay, now, I'll stop right there. First and foremost, Veronica, here's the situation. Let me set it up. You've already cooked the turkey. You went through the trouble of sending out the invitations. And so most of the people that you wanted to come are going to come, but they also have relatives. They've got nieces, nephews, cousins. You even have Uncle Ernie flying in from Chicago because he saw on Instagram that the family was going to get together. So now, these are questions that you're supposed to ask at the door as the smell of gravy and mashed potatoes and corn is right behind you and your shoulders whiffing through. Are you ready? First question. Are you vaccinated? And what if the answer is no? What if Tia Carmen has come to the door and she has said, no, I'm not vaccinated? First and foremost, would you even entertain going to question 2? Or would you straight up tell her, sorry, not this year, maybe Christmas, Tia? What would you do? Your thoughts?
I think I will do that. I will tell them, you know what, this is something that I plan, and that's what I send invitations. So if you show up to my door without even letting me know that you were coming, and then I will definitely say, you know what, just for it's not only my protection, but the protection of everyone. So I will definitely send my Tia back.
Very good.
I'm sorry, but I will do that.
So in that answer, I understood that there'd be categories, right? There would be the people that I invited, and then there were the people that would show up to the door. And you are drawing the line.
Yeah.
If they show up to the door and they are not vaccinated, you won't even entertain going to question 2, which is, have you been tested?
I wouldn't do that because, first of all, I think that's very unrespectful of someone coming to a celebration without even asking, hey, do you believe or do you want me to get vaccinated?
Tia Carmen.
It doesn't
Tia
matter.
Carmen always shows up uninvited.
You know me, Patrick. So I'm pretty straightforward to people, and if I'm planning something, I want to make sure that it's planned the way I want it, and then I wouldn't be mean about it, but I will tell them, you know what, this is something that I planned, and just for obvious protection, and then you can be here. I'm sorry.
Before I let this one go, Tia Carmen shows no symptoms. Tia Carmen seems healthy, and you just feel that she even said that she did get tested. You know what? For work, I had to get tested. Fresa. And it came back negative. Would you at that point entertain the idea of question number 3, which is, should we crack a window to allow ventilation? I think that's kind of a nonsensical question, right? No. If there's any risk involved, I don't think anybody's going to feel safer by just cracking a window. Or question number 4, final question. Should we be wearing a mask? Should you be wearing a mask? Would you entertain allowing either Uncle Ernie flying in from Chicago unannounced to surprise the family, or Tia Carmen showing up at the door because she always likes just a great time and some good cooked food? Would you let them in so long as they agreed to wear a mask?
No, not really. Well, first of all, I wouldn't do that. I think that's very not nice of someone, once again, showing to your door without an invitation. Even if it's a surprise, I wouldn't take it for a nice gesture. I wouldn't do that. And second of all, if they were thinking in coming and then they have seen my videos, they have watched my videos, and they know that I'm pro-vaccinated. So
you've been warned, Tia Carmen. Yeah. You've been warned, Uncle Ernie. So I make sure you bring your vaccination card to the party tomorrow.
But also, you know what it is, Patrick? It's that the not considering what other people feel, because
Sure.
if you don't believe that you have to get vaccinated, that's totally fine with me, but just don't come near me. I guess not now, right? So it's the understanding on people being considerate about
Absolutely.
other people,
And
so.
using common sense. Final note, the more common sense we do show and the more consideration that we do practice will also directly dictate how fun
Yeah.
and festivus Christmas and New Year's will be.
Wait, you didn't reply. Will you let Tia Carmen, or
I would.
Yeah, he's kind
I
of.
would. I'm
like,
the other guy. I'm the person that if Uncle Ernie flies in and I check him out and Uncle Ernie looks good and he's got a whole armful of, beverages that he'd like to
God.
share with the rest of the family to make it more festive and jolly, who am I to turn Uncle Ernie away? I wouldn't do that to Uncle Ernie or Tia Carmen. You know that. Heart's too big. Guys, like I said, the more common sense we show now and practice now, the better our Christmas and New Year's will be. Guys, there's no right answer, there's no wrong answer, but there is your opinion. Please don't just subscribe to this show, even though we will be doing this back and forth to let you know what a power couple thinks about when uninvited guests comes to their holiday parties. But lend your voice to the show. It'll make it a whole lot more fun. Guys, it doesn't matter what comes your way today. It doesn't matter what obstacles or challenges that you may face. You just need to remember one thing.
Give him hell.
Happy Hump Wednesday.